Hello guys, welcome to your own channel I Live for Coding, and here I'm your friend Ronit Mukherjee. So guys, today I will be starting a new series called Build to Learn, where we will be building a small to medium sized projects, and where the projects will be developed starting from the installations and to the final testing, and everything will be done in the multiple videos, so you do not have to sit along for the complete thing. You can break the setups and every single steps which I have done for the completion of the project into the multiple videos, and just can do the development with me and develop a project for you guys. So guys, the basic idea behind developing and starting this new series of Build to Learn, where we will be building a new projects, small and medium sized projects, and where I will be sharing some of global standards which we need to follow. So guys, just stay tuned with me and just follow all these videos, and I will be picking up some small projects or medium-sized projects, and will be just developing it for all you guys. And while developing, I will be sharing some knowledges with you guys. Okay, so before I start, I would request, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then quickly go and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any update. And before I start, I would like to show you what we are going to create and what all its facilities will be. So guys, the first project which we will building is management system. It will be adding some students, listing those students, editing the students, and then finally deleting the students. First of all, let's take the demo and then we will start the development. Okay. See guys, so if I am entering something wrong, it is not allowing me and it's showing a proper alert message. Okay guys, now let me log in with the correct one, and it is logged in now. See guys, now you can see that student management system. Here we are getting a form, and there it's showing that no students added yet. Fill the form to add students. Let me add a student. Age 16, gender male, and class 8, and enter. See guys, you can see here we are getting an alert message, and which automatically fades out. Then here we are getting a new table where we are getting the ID, name, age, gender, class, and then two buttons, also two action buttons, where we will do the edit and delete. Now let me add one more student, like age 14, gender female, class 7. Now let me add one more, 3, age 18, female, and class 12. Okay. So guys, you can see that I have added three students and everything is here. If I reload this page, you can see guys that I'm reloading the page, but you can see that the user logged in is maintained. We are not logged out, we are maintained. All the students which were added. So guys, let me perform the next action, which is edit. Let me update her name on Shika and update it. See guys, it's updated. Here we are getting the success message, and here we have got the updated data. Okay. Now let me delete this. Let me try to delete this, and it's showing the confirmation message, and it's asking for close. We can close it. We can close it. And if we want, then we can finally delete it also. So guys, it is deleted. We are getting a success message. That particular row is also removed, and like this guys, you can see that this project can do all these things. And now let me log out and log in with some other users with some different permissions. Okay, let me log out. Now let me log in with Jack. See guys, those students are still maintained, and it's working like a perfectly like a normal student management system which is built using the database. But guys, here we haven't used any database. The only thing which we have used are the Webpack, we have used ES6 JavaScript, and we have used jQuery. We have for Vue, we have used Bootstrap, and only all these things, guys. Nothing else we have used. So everything I will be telling you what we have done, how we have written the code, everything I will be showing you just one by one. Just stay tuned with me. Okay. Now let me try to edit this student and press update, and it's updated. Okay, guys. It means this user has a permission to edit. Now let me try to delete it. So it's asking to delete. When finally I press delete, it's showing that you do not have enough permission and that student is not deleted, guy. So now you can see that this user has an access control list which doesn't allow this user Jack to delete an user. Now let me try to delete another user and same error, you do not have enough permission. Now let me try to add one more user. Abhi. His age is 10, gender is male, is in class 4, add student. You do not have enough permission, guys. It shows that I can't add, I can't delete. So I have only permission of listing and editing. I can't add new, I can't delete any this record. Now let me try to log in with some different user. Let me log in with Matthews, and this is, now let's see. Let me press edit, update, and I do not have permission of editing also. Guys, you can see that I do not have permission of editing. I do not have permission of deleting. I can just see. Let me try adding. Age 14, male, and is in class 8, and add. So this user has the permission of edit, add, but no permission to edit, no permission to delete. He can just add and list the students. Okay. Now let me log out and finally log in with admin. So all these users are statically created, but everything is managed here, guys. You can see. Okay. So now let us, as we have seen the demo, how this project will look, how this project will work. Now let us start our project. Okay. So before we start, let me do the first thing first, which is create a folder. Let me create a folder. Let me name it Student Management System. This is Student Management System. Okay. Let me take it outside. Move it. Let me move it. So this folder has been created. Now let's move to this folder. Yeah. So I moved into this folder. So guys, if you want to push this code to Git, so first of all, we need to initialize this folder with Git in it. So I have initialized this folder with Git. Now this folder can have all the facilities of the Git. Now let me, and guys, all the code which we will doing on the basis of the this video, I will be just creating a branch, and so that you can move to the code branch by branch and can check the code. Okay, guys, let me show you. Now I'm initializing this project for the npm because we need to install the packages. So let me name this project. It's correct, student management system. Version is 1, description is student management system. So guys, if you want to skip all these, then you can pass the -y parameter with the npm in it. So it will not ask you all this question and it will just set something for you guys. Okay. So here I am just creating an entry point. Let me give it assets js, then index.js. Okay. This command is nothing. Git repository, I will set it later. Keywords, leave it. Author, you can give your name. Let me give it my name for now. You can enter your name here and just write yes. Okay. So guys, this is created and you can see a package.json is created here now. Okay. Now, as we have initialized our folder with the get and npm, now let's install some basic packages which we need to compile our code, which we need to set up everything. Okay, now let's move. So first of all, I will just do install. I will be saving it as a dev dependency, so I am passing -d, and here I will install Babel loader. I'm installing the one by one so that you guys can remember. So I'm installing one by one. So first of all, we need Babel loader. As you know, the Babel is must for converting your ES6 code and latest ES6 codes to the older version. Okay, so let me show you something. See guys, here the node modules folder is now created, which will be having all those required packages which we are installing will be created here and stored here. And now in package.json we can see that Babel loader is being saved. Okay, now we let's install other required things, that is like Babel core, Babel preset environment, and we need webpack, we need webpack. Okay guys, so this is done, and we need webpack CLI also. So let us install it. So guys, that will take few seconds. So for that time, I'm just pausing the video so that once that installation is done, we can continue. So guys, the installation is done. Now you can see the package.json that we have Babel core, Babel preset env, Babel loader, webpack, and webpack CLI. So this is the basic thing which we need. And now after these installation, we need to do quick configurations. For that, I will be creating two files very quickly. First one will be webpack.config.js. Okay. Let me just correct the name. Webpack config.js. Okay, we don't need to open it now. And the another file which we need is the babelrc. Babelrc. This is the second file. So in Babel, we just need to mention the preset we are using. It's very simple thing. Presets which we are using. And you guys already have seen that we are using Babel preset env. Okay, so you have already seen that we have installed this, and here we are just mentioning that for the presets we are using Babel preset environment. Okay, now come to the Webpack config. In Webpack config, first of all, I will just save this. Means we as we need required for the output. So I will have this, and now we will do module dot exports, and this is a normal JSON type thing, module dot exports. And here we will enter these things. So here the mode which tells the webpack that we are developing it currently in the development mode, and just letting it know that the bundling which it will be doing will be on like a development basis, not for the as a production level. And now as you know that our entry file will be assets, will be our assets js index.js, so we will be creating that file very soon. And for the output, we have mentioned that in the current directory name there will be created a folder called dist, and inside that file will be created called main.bundle.js. Okay, so this is the basic thing which we have done. And now let's quickly save this file and move to our folder. So this is our folder, and here I will be creating a new folder, as you know, assets, assets, and inside assets we will create a new called JS, and inside that we will create a new file called index.js. Okay, so this is the our entry file. So here we will be requiring other things also, like we need jQuery and other things. So let me import quickly from jQuery, and as we haven't installed it, so let me quickly go and install it. You can see it is very easy. You can see guys that I'm installing it here. See guys, it's installed and now we can use jQuery in our project. Okay. And the second thing which we told that, see guys, till now we had few requirements like we needed a Babel, we needed Webpack. So all these tools are installed. Then finally, I told you that we will be using jQuery. So for all the DOM manipulations, we will be using jQuery. Then so that's why I've installed jQuery. And now the final thing which we need basically is the bootstrap for our designing. Okay, now let me install bootstrap. So guys, as you know that we have already installed jQuery from here. So let me first of all quickly show you what is this package.json. See guys, as we haven't mentioned that we need it for the development process, that's why it's installed in the not in the dev dependency, but we can move it in the dev dependency because all these things will be compiled into one. Currently, Webpack will just bundle everything into one file main.bundle.js, so we don't need it separately. So it's like a dev dependency only. We need it direct during development only. And now let me move to the next thing. Let me install the bootstrap. And the guys, one more important thing is that the current bootstrap version 4 is dependent on the popper.js, so we need to install that also. So I'm installing popper.js, and let us this time save it directly in the dev dependency. It's installing, guys. Let's okay, okay, so it's not a problem, not a problem. So it's a simple thing. It's popper.js. I just mentioned hyphen there. So that's why it's shown as the error of 404 that it is not found. Now let's wait quickly and it will be installed very quickly. See guys, so Bootstrap is installed and Popper.js is also installed. So it's not a problem. It's very easy for us guys. So now let me move to import. Let's import first of all Bootstrap. Okay, let's install Bootstrap. Import, we have imported it, and secondly we need to import bootstrap just the css one. We need the css also, so I will be entering the bootstrap dist. I will pick in the css directly from the npm folder. So let me enter bootstrap dist css, and finally it's telling us bootstrap. Okay, so I mentioned it also. So guys, you can see that I've imported jQuery, Bootstrap, and Bootstrap.css. So guys, with this, all these in place, we need to make some changes in our Webpack so that this jQuery is globally available. Otherwise, it's a general problem we face that if we don't do this and we do not mention and do the required configurations in the Webpack, then this jQuery dollar is will be not available to the rest of the program. Okay, let me show you what we need to do it here. So guys, I have added a new property which is plugins, and inside it I have mentioned that jQuery will be jQuery and dollar is also jQuery, and for the popper which is being used by the bootstrap, I mentioned that it's popper.js and will be imported using default. Okay, so this is the way. And as we are using Webpack here, so we need to import that module also. We require Webpack. Okay, so this is installed. Okay, so we can use Bootstrap now, and let me quickly see. Okay, so before we start, what we will do is we will quickly create a file. Okay, new file. Let us give it a name index.html. Okay, this is our basic file. Now let me create the and let us give it the title student management system. Okay, this is the student management system, and here in body I'm creating div dot container. This is very easy, guys. Here I'm using VS Code, so you guys can see that how quickly it's supporting to type. And inside it, I will again create div.row, which will turn into div class row. And here I will create div call 12, and here h1 student management system. And now let me add some class like text center. Okay. So this is I've done. So guys, important thing here that this is we have done, but very important thing which we will be doing with this is that we will be installing a browser sync. A browser sync is a very amazing package of the Node which help us to live reload the browsers, so we do not have to every time we make some changes to the code, we do refresh the browser. So it's very simple that we have to install and run the command, and it will automatically keep on listening to other files which we are changing, and then finally it will reload the browser. Okay, so let me install that. npm. So let us wait for it to install. It's installing. It may take few seconds. So guys, I have just stopped the process because I just want to install this uh, browser sync only for my project. So I am just installing it. Okay. Into my project, not to the G. So guys, earlier I have written -G here, so which means it will be installing, it should have installed globally in our system. But for now, I just want to install this package into my local system only. So let me install it locally. Okay. So let me wait. So guys, while it's installing, I'm just pausing the video and will resume it again. Okay guys, so this package is now installed. Now I will be going to the package.json file to add some commands. Let us add some commands into the script section. Here I will add some commands. Like I'm creating a command called serve where it will run the Webpack watch. The Webpack watch is to Webpack will be doing the compilation while it keeps on watching the file changes. So guys, it's simple that Webpack will keep on listening to the changes in the file, and it will run the Webpack as soon as there is some changes in the file. Running Webpack means it will compile the code as we have mentioned. And once it's done, it will then run the browser sync, and it will start the server with the files HTML, whichever HTML which we have created, and all the folders, which all the files of JS which will be created inside the dist folder. So you know that dist folder will be created by the Webpack while compilation. Okay, let us just save it and try to run the command. So for running a command, we have to just write npm run and any of the command which is mentioned here. So guys, you can create your custom commands here, and so that every time you do not have to run this whole big command and do not have to remember, you just simply write npm run serve. Let me run it. So guys, you can see it's saying that index.js is not available, but this our file is created. So guys, you can see it's saying that assets JS index. It's saying that module parse fails unexpected token. You may need import appropriate loader to handle this type of file. Okay, so file is created, but we are facing some error that we will be resolving it. That is not a big problem. Okay. So guys, you can see that I have tried to run the command which we have done. It successfully ran, but we are facing some problem. And the problem which we can see is that it's saying that cannot resolve jQuery. As guys, I have updated J capital Q query with these J small q query. So for that, let me install it. Okay, let me install the small one. So I am just canceling this. Now I will install npm install hyphen capital D jQuery. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds and it will be installed. Just wait for a few seconds. Okay, it's installing, and guys, it's final. It's final. It's post. Fine, guys, it's done. So we can see that it's installed, and now let us try to run this command again. I guess we should see a one less error this time. It's reloading, fine. And see guys, that jQuery issue has gone. Now it's saying that a module parse failed unexpected token. So guys, what we have done is that in JavaScript we have introduced a CSS file, but nowhere we have mentioned about this type of things. So this type of module handling, as through import we import modules, so we haven't mentioned anything in the webpack about how to import this css and scss type of files, how to handle this type of module. So for that we have to mention some configurations, write some configurations in the webpack. Let us go quickly to our webpack config. So here I'm in my webpack config, and let us do some coding here. So here, let me add it. Okay. So what we have run is that for the modules, we are writing some rules that keep on testing the files which are being imported if follows certain rule, means it's following css or scss. Then for that I'm using a loader. So guys, here I'm using a loader called css loader, then sass loader, and apart from that I'm using a plugin called mini css extract plugin. So it's a plugin provided for the webpack. What it does is that it separates the css code into a separate file that we can directly use link to add into our HTML. Otherwise, if we don't do this, then it will be creating a combined bundle file. That main.bundle file will be having all the CSS, means it will be having all the CSS and the JavaScript code. And what it will do finally, that it will pick those CSS files and will add those as a style tags into at the last of our HTML. So guys, that we do not want. We want a separate CSS file, combined CSS file. For that, I have just added this mini CSS extract plugin. But for that, we need few install few things like CSS loader, Sass loader. So let us quickly install those things. Let me add new terminal here and do quick installations. Npm install -d. Let's install for CSS loader, then Sass loader. We'll need Node Sass, and then after it installs, we will be installing the remaining plugin also. So guys, I'm just pausing the video meanwhile this installation takes place. Okay guys, so we can see that all these things are now installed. We can easily see, and let us check quickly our package.json also. Package.json. So it's installed and it's added here: CSS loader, Sass loader, and Node Sass. Okay, guys. So the next thing which we need is the that plugin, mini CSS extract plugin. Let me install that also for all you guys. npm install -d mini CSS extract plugin. It's a very great plugin and many things can we do with this. So for that, I will be just installing all these things. Let me see. So it will not take much time. It's almost done. You can see, guys, that post installation is in progress and it's done. So it's very quick. It has installed, and for that we have already used its loader as mini CSS extract plugin loader. So we are using mini CSS extract plugin loader for it, and we are using a custom loader here. See, and all these are the loaders, and here the guy the loaders work completely in the opposite way. It is written that first of all this will work, and then this, and then finally this. So it will work something like this. Okay, so SAS loader I've installed because that it will help us to write our CSS code in the form of SAS, that is SCSS, that we will see later in the code. But I'm just making the basic setup so that later on we can do the code quickly. Okay, so I've installed this. Now we have to do something special in the plugin section. Let me do it for you guys. So let me do the basic setup. So I'm just adding the this thing, basic thing, that it will create the name, ID, and CSS. So name it will automatically pick up from here, and it will create a CSS file inside the same file, as we are not providing any path or anything. So it will create the file, CSS file, exactly where that JS file will be created. This JS file will be created in the same place. A CSS file will also be created. Okay, guys. So it's done. Now let us see what changes we could see in our code. Okay, it's very easy. Let me close it and run the same command again. Let us see, is there any changes or not? Okay, guys, so it's reloading, but we were facing error, and it's saying you may need an appropriate loader to handle this type of file. So it's still giving us the error. Now let us check it again. So it's saying that node modules bootstrap dist bootstrap.css module parse failed. So it's saying that unexpected token. So it's saying that we haven't installed all the things necessarily. Let me see and just quickly install the things which is not here. Okay, let us just analyze what is here. So guys, I am in this webpack config.js, and now let me see that what's something wrong here. Okay guys, so it's there is a mistake that we can see that in place of module I have written modules. So I have just corrected it. So guys, like this you may get confused. So just try to validate your this configurations. So this is there, and the next what I've done is I'm just trying to import this. Okay, let me give it this name, the simple one, this one. Let me just paste it here. So now this is available, and as the modules is now there and it can read it very well, so now it will not give us the error. Now let us check. See, I'm just running npm run serve, and this time we will not get the error. This time we will not get the error. See guys, it is done successfully. Now let me show you. Just reload it and dist, and see guys, you can see here it's a main.bundle.js and a main.css. Okay, so which is currently only the bootstrap. In future we will be having all the CSS and everything which we create will be bundled it here only. It will be bundled up here only. Okay, now just simply it's very easy. Let us create quickly a SAS folder also. Okay, and inside it I will create a file, new file, index.scss. Okay, and let me quickly give h1 color. Color will be blue. Okay, and let's make it bit funny. Okay, to check that it's working or not, because let me use some feature like color, like Give it the value blue, and let me use color here, color. Okay, let me save it. And for that we have to just import it here. So I'm just importing import. So as you can see that we are inside the JS index.js, so I have to just move out one label, and here we will get this as folder, and inside it we will get the index. Okay, so it's done. Now it will be reloading, and let's see any changes or not. Okay, okay. So it's seeing, we can see, let us open this file again and go to the end. We can see we have got our code here. So we can see that H1 color is set as blue, and we should see that changes. Okay, okay. So here you can see this H1 class text, and it's not receiving any CSS here because we haven't imported it. Okay, understood, guys? What's the problem we were facing? So, guys, as you can see that it's live coding. We are doing something very live. So, guys, like this we face problem, and like this we have to solve it quickly. So we have to quickly analyze the problem and solve it, and debugging should be very quick. So as I understood that it's not here, so I understood that this file is not included. So let me quickly go here and add link, cause this main.css is not included here. So I will be including it from the test folder, dist main.css. And likewise, we will import the script also at the end of the body. Let me include script also, script src, dist, and inside this we will be using main.bundle.js. Okay, so it's saved, and let us now reload. And now you can see, guys. So it's included. Our bootstrap is also included. You can see that there is a change in the font also. Our code is also implemented, and we can see that text center, which is the class of the bootstrap, is also implemented. So guys, you can see this, that we have successfully set up our code. Now we can just write our code and see everything changing here. And let me quickly close all these things, close other tabs, and let me make a quick change to show you the changes. Okay, let me save it here, and let me close this. Don't save. And when we come here, we can see student management system. So it's very easy, guys. See, when you come, it's reloading and it's done. We do not have to reload it. So guys, in today's video, we have done the setup of everything which we need to develop in this project. And now from the next session, we will start development slowly, and we'll develop small modules, and we'll understand those things in details, and we'll learn something out of it. Okay, guys, if you like this video, then quickly press the like button and do share it with your friends and the colleagues. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, then quickly press the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you get the all the updates and latest notifications of all the latest videos. So guys, let's end this topic here today, and we will meet in the next session. Till then, take care and bye bye.